Hello, you 8 million awakening wonders. Welcome back to Avondel Pete. This is my first video for 2024. And what I thought I would do in today's video is talk about the concept of purity, what it means to be pure as an INFP personality type, whether there's a correlation between the idea of purity and being an INFP, and if the word pure means anything at all. What does being pure even mean? And basically, am I a pure man? I mean, I look pure. I've got got facial hair and this white shirt on, so I don't think you can argue that I'm quite pure. But what happened was about 2 weeks ago, I was getting my hair cut by my INFP hairdresser. And the haircut went for quite a while, I think, because I think she just wanted to talk, and I guess she didn't have any other appointment. So we were just talking about things and laughing, and it's always a good time. And at some point during the conversation, she made this comment that she's never met anyone as pure as me in her entire life, which is a very big statement and quite a compliment. Now, she is an INFP, so she is going to pick up on this aspect of me more readily, maybe. I don't think I am pure, by the way. I'm having impure thoughts right now, in fact. But I think because we're both INFPs, we're reading each other very well, and that's going to play into it a little bit. However, I do think there is something in this. I went and saw my INFJ friend after getting my hair cut, and I eventually, when we were drinking some white wine in his apartment, I said that my INFP hairdresser, I don't talk about MBTI to him, so I didn't say she was an INFP hairdresser, but I said my hairdresser. I said that she made this comment that I'm pure, and he did immediately agree, and he did a very sort of much more of an INFJ assessment of why I may be a pure person, because INFJs think about this stuff a lot. He said that I'm very consistent over the years, and he said you're a good person. Again, it's hard to go and say on a YouTube channel like this, oh, I'm a good person. It sounds like you're fishing for compliments. I think there's good people everywhere. I don't think there's anything remarkable about me. And I think a lot of very good people in the world take action and actually do good things in a way that I never do because I'm too lazy and self-absorbed. So I'm not sure to what degree I'm a good person. There's actually this video clip with David Bowie, and David Bowie, I mean, he's not a pure person, is he? Or is he? But in the 90s, he made this comment that something, oh, I can't even remember the quote. It was about he tries to be a good person and to lighten people up. Because he's always been quite jovial and laughing and cracking jokes, and there's a bit of a philosophy to that where you're giving out good vibes and you get them back in return, and you're giving back to the universe. Whatever he said, it was something along those lines, and he said it in a very humble, jokey way, and it really resonated with me. And I do like David Bowie so much that there is this thing I do in life where I do try to keep things deep but humorous, smooth, harmonious. I do try to give out certain vibes to the world because I find the world so stressful and I've got so much anxiety. I feel like I've got a duty to do a bit of give and take. That's the way I think I'm thinking that I might, in some ways, give off a good impression to some people. Of course, that's an INFJ friend talking to me and telling me I'm a good person. I mean, they used to have this ESTP who would come to the apartment when I would be there. She couldn't look me in the eye. She really looked at me like I'm a very satanic, creepy person. So I think it does depend on what your personality type is and how you're going to respond to me. Now, I also want to say that this INFP hairdresser gives me very good vibes. Maybe it's the same term can be used, like purity. There is a feeling of relaxation and calmness that I would always get. I started seeing her when the lockdown started here. Was it nearly 4 years ago? And I was getting very good vibes from this INFP hairdresser, and I continue to get them. And it's like I have this issue sometimes where my body reacts to people's bad energies. If an INFP is not pure, I feel it really badly. And if they are pure, I shouldn't say, oh, good. If they're good, or there's something about them, there's an aura. Positive energy? I don't know what to call it. If they've got that, if an INFP has that, I feel it really intensely compared to other personality types because I think of the similar personality type. And if they're not, the bad INFPs, let's call it, I shouldn't call them bad INFPs, but if there was a guy that I went to university with, what was it, 15, 16 years ago? And he was an INFP that I developed an allergy to. God bless him. Now, I think he thought himself as quite pure because of his not celibacy, involuntary celibacy. But like underneath this facade that that guy would put out, this INFP guy, about what a gentleman he was. I never sensed that from him. I sensed depravity. I stopped being friends with him 15 years ago. I think because he would make kind of misogynist comments about girls and then act like he's a gentleman. And I would actually start getting a rash. Like, I guess it's breaking out in hives. And once I didn't see him for about, I don't know, 8 years. I might be exaggerating there. But I remember I saw him in the distance in the middle of the city here. And immediately the rash, like my skin started crawling and I had to walk the other way. Anyway, I think the point I'm trying to make is that as an INFP, I think your whole thing is to try and shine a light for humanity because INFPs are so detached from the physical world and then they're very rarely the most practical personality type. They can do a lot of things like all personality types. We can do everything. But I think INFPs are uniquely placed to be shining as a light to humanity. And I think most INFPs do this without realizing it. And the INFPs that I think fail here are the ones that get too self-obsessed, I know I'm self-obsessed, I've got a whole YouTube channel, but let's ignore that. But if they get too self-obsessed and bitter and angry and filled with hatred, I think INFPs can go in that direction and it's no good for anyone and it gives me a rash. I hope I'm sure there are people that I give a rash to. Not in, I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments if there's any meaning and what does the word pure really mean here? Because obviously there's a religious overtone to the idea, but there's obviously a lot of people who are religiously pure that in reality have very negative auras and are very much not pure. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments and I'll see you next time.